Greetings everybody and welcome back to episode 70 of Extreme Evocast, an all-purpose Pokemon podcast where we talk about news, trivia, and everything related to Pokemon. I am your wonderfully bodacious host, Lillieceon, and I'm just gonna say it right out of the gate. If you hear some weird microphone stuff going on, it's because my mic stand broke and I need to get a new one. I tried to glue it. I bought the strongest super glue that I could find from my nearby, grocery store, and oh my god, it worked, but it worked so well that I literally cannot adjust the microphone in any way. So it's at this weird angle where it's kind of below me, which I thought was, it's angled upwards. So I thought, okay, I'll put the microphone in facing down so it's sort of angled up instead of sort of, angled back. So it's collecting all the sound bouncing off the walls. I figured it would be a little bit more, a little nicer for that sense. But if it sounds a little bit weird or if the volume is a little off, you'll have to forgive me. I'm going to ask for one for Christmas. Hopefully I'll get that as soon as possible. It'll only be a couple episodes, but it might be good for next episode. I don't know. We'll see. But just letting you know that it's going to be a little weird. The sound balance might be off a little bit, but I mean, it's the same microphone as always, so it's not going to sound any different, hopefully. That brings me to my next point, where I want to say that first of all, I'm sorry for this episode being a little bit late. It's 2 days later than when I normally release it. And there's a reason behind that. School has been, a little bit more stressful than usual. I've been dealing with some problems with registering for classes that could potentially mean I have to spend thousands of dollars more in order to take one more class, but I'm 99% sure that it's all figured out. But I've been dealing with that, so I really haven't had the time or the energy to record this episode. So it's one, coming out a little bit late, and two, I've just decided to completely ignore Pokemon evolutions for today. I'm not going to talk about it today. I'll talk about it, in the upcoming next few episodes. Where I can talk about each of the episodes as they go. But I need a little bit of a break, and I think that just keep taking today slow, talking about some news, talking about some stuff. There's some pretty interesting stuff going on. It'll be enough for sort of to satiate my my Evocast itch, but also to sort of give myself a little bit of a break. I want today to be kind of a chiller, shorter episode. I hope you can understand that, and I apologize for the less content than usual, but we'll be back into it next week or next episode, where Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will have been out, so I will be talking about that game. I'm going to be streaming it on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Lillieceon, Lillieceon. So if you want to watch me play through that game, you certainly can. On the day it comes out, pretty much, I'm going to be streaming it the day it comes out, and then for as late as I'll go, and then the day after. I'm going to just sort of try and finish the entirety of the game in 2 days, because that's all the time I can spare for it. But anyway, let's move on to today's episode. Like I said, there's really not that much going on. It's kind of the calm before the storm of BDSP coming out next week, literally a week from tomorrow, as of recording this episode, a week from this episode being released, because it'll be out on Friday. Hi, if I sound any different, it's because I totally forgot to put my pop filter on my microphone. So apologies if there was a little bit of some popping and some loud sounds coming from my mouth just then, but hopefully this should be all good. It's kind of a ghetto setup for my microphone in the first place, so hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, so speaking of BDSP and Legends Arceus, which are coming out soon, there are some new news. I'm going to go through the Legends Arceus first, essentially just because there's literally just promotions that are happening. If you pre-order the game, you can get Legends, or you can get Shaman in Legends Arceus at some point, sort of as a pre-order bonus. And then also, if you have a save file of Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee on your Switch, then you can get a Pikachu and an Eevee mask in game. That's pretty much it. But BDSP has like the biggest thing coming out. It's something called, let's see, I'm going to sort of look through this. What does it say? There's new stuff coming. You can get a Jirachi in BDSP if you have Sword and Shield, and Mew if you have Let's Go in BDSP, not in Legends. So to clarify, you can get Shaman in Arceus. You can get Jirachi and Mew in BDSP. Finally, we got some news about some things in BDSP. New things. It's kind of new. There is a new area in the game that replaced the old Pal Park. If you remember that in Diamond and Pearl, where you could like transfer your Pokemon from earlier games into Diamond and Pearl, they replaced it with something called Ramanas Park, which, by collecting tablets, big quotes on that, because they're literally just cartridges, like old cartridges, which are real. It's really cool, by the way. There's like an old like a Game Boy Advance cartridge, an old Game Boy cartridge, things like that. You can find legendary Pokemon. You can get like different Pokemon depending on what game you have. You can get like Ho-Oh and Lugia in each of the games. You can get Entei, Raikou, Suicune. It's really cool. I don't know exactly how it works yet, or like where you get these, where you get the cartridges from, the tablets as they called them. But hopefully we'll learn that soon. But it's cool that you can sort of just like catch random Pokemon, because they don't need to have Pal Park. They don't need to have you be able to transfer your Pokemon, because Pokemon Home exists. I assume you can transfer them between it. So it's good that they're sort of just repurposing it into that. I'm interested to see how that works out. How what it was, how you get these tablets, or maybe you get them for like completing certain events or like story points, things like that. But who knows? We'll just have to see. Moving on from that, I'm going to stop myself from like talking too much about BDSP, because it's right around the corner. I'm literally going to be talking about it nonstop next episode of Evocast, I assume. So get ready for that. It's gonna happen. I'm so excited. It'll be like a week after it comes out, so I'll have plenty of time to play it, even like off stream, hopefully. But I'm gonna try and complete the entire game in that weekend, the weekend it comes out, so I'll be ready to talk about it when the next episode of Evocast comes out. Pokemon Go is getting a couple things, such as something called the Festival of Lights, which is a event going from now, which is the 5th of November. So it's a couple days ago, until November 14th. So like 2 days after this episode comes out, it introduces Dedenne into the game. It is new pages in the Misunderstood Mischief Special Research, and raid bosses are changing to Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion, returning. Pokemon Go is also getting a sort of promotion event for BDSP. It is literally just called Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, if I can find it. There it is. The event is the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl celebration event, and is due to run from November 16th to November 21st, which is like 2 days after the game comes out. Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup wearing Lucas and Don's hats will be available during the event and can be shiny. It's a 50% incubator distance, and a 33% super incubator distance. There's different parts. I see. Okay, so Brilliant Diamond is getting the first part from the 16th to the 18th, which has the Lucas hat, Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup, and a bunch of Pokemon, and some other Sinnoh Pokemon in raids and eggs. And then the part 2 is going to have Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup in the Dawn hat, and a bunch of different Pokemon spawning and in eggs and things like that. Pokemon Masters EX is getting a new event called Poke War Games. With a little bit of a daunting title for a Pokemon event. Cerebi, where I get most of this information from, says the Poke War Games event has begun in Pokemon Masters EX. This event is a long-running costume event where you use a story key to unlock other parts of the story. Of the face-off between Team Diantha and Hila. No idea. I think Hilda. I think it's supposed to say Hilda. And Team Guzma and Jasmine. A new stage will unlock each week to give you a story key. Alongside this, a new seasonal scout is live, introducing the sync pair of Diantha and Keldeo. It runs until August 13th. It's a long time. Wait, what? No, that can't be right. August 13th of next year? I think that's a typo. I think that might be from last year or something. I have no idea. That's a long time. I don't think it's literally for like 10 months. It could be. I don't know. I'm going to skip over Unite for just 1 second and go to Cafe Remix real quick, because Unite is a doozy. Pokemon Cafe Remix, though, does have a bunch of stuff. Pokemon Cafe Remix is now available to download. This is done through updating Pokemon Cafe Mix on your mobile or Nintendo Switch, or by downloading it. The game is a massive upgrade of Pokemon Cafe Mix, so it changes a lot of the game. I swear to God, this dorm that I'm in right now for my college has like the most motorcycles and loud cars going by all the time. I mean, my dorm is right next to like a major highway. It's crazy. I get so many super loud trucks and ambulances and motorcycles going by like every second of every day. So if you hear them in the background, I apologize. But yeah, Cafe Remix is out. It's like a new updated Cafe Mix. We've talked about this before. I never played Cafe Mix, so I don't know exactly what's different. I'm sure there's places online where you can check out like the exact changes. Probably Cerebi. Cerebi has a page of new stages, mechanics, and so forth. So if you want to check out the new changes for Cafe Remix and how it's different from the original Cafe Mix, then you are welcome to. But it's good to know that it's actually here. And Pokemon Unite is like the favored child of the Pokemon mobile games right now. There are so many things coming out in this game every single time I talk about it. It's ridiculous. Pokemon Unite, first of all, is getting like a bajillion new costumes. There is checkered style Sylveon, which is like Sylveon, a nice little checkered dress. Okay. There's Palace style Crustle, which has him just like wrapped in this huge, like the back of him is like this huge castle, which is the funniest thing I've ever seen, I think, in this game. Literally like the best skin I've ever seen. And like, I don't think they're ever going to be able to top it. Though it is nice to finally see Crustle getting a skin. I think it's hilarious. I don't know what kind of skins they would have done for Crustle, but I'm glad that they did this. Finally, skins of Adept Charizard, which is Charizard with little glasses on. He's so cute. With like a nice like a vest on. He's so fancy. And similarly fancy is Venusaur, called Sunshine Venusaur, sort of a Oriental style, like tassels and ornate red cloth sort of covering his leaves, and he has like a rug on, like a carpet on the back of his on his back, sort of draping over, very, like I said, Oriental style. I don't know the exact culture that this is from, but it's really cool. And big ribbon style Eldegoss, if that doesn't explain right out the gate exactly what it entails. I don't know what else to say. And bedtime Wigglytuff, who I believe we talked about that before. Wigglytuff getting a sleepy time costume. Oh man, I can't stop looking at Charizard. He's so cute in his little glasses. If you know me, you know that I'm a fan of Charizard. I love his little glasses. He's so fancy. I'm a little biased here, I think. I'm not one to disregard bias, and I love this game wants me to play Charizard so bad. I'm surprised that I don't play Charizard. The only reason I don't play Charizard is because I don't have him. If I had him, I would 100% play him. I want to get him now just for this costume. It's so cute. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. So I'm sort of completely glossing over like the biggest the biggest addition to Pokemon Unite in this news section is a teaser for the next Pokemon. Which, if you know like anything about Pokemon, it's Decidueye. it's sort of, the teaser had like these green arrows raining down from the sky. So like obviously it's Decidueye, which is a really interesting choice. I'm glad that we're getting, I would say some lesser known Pokemon. Decidueye is pretty popular, but I would say he's definitely less popular than maybe some of the other ones. Like we got like Incineroar and Smash and things like that. So I'm a little bit surprised to see Decidueye happening, which it's really cool. I'm glad someone like Decidueye is coming. I'm sure he's going to be a very interesting addition to the game. I mean, ranged arrows. He's a very unique pick, I think, for Pokemon Unite, certainly. That's all we really know. We don't have any gameplay. We don't have any pictures, just like a teaser done by the Pokemon Unite Twitter, and that's it. Everyone already knows that it's a Decidueye, so there's no like ARG or anything going on right now. But good to know. Fun. Excited to see what he entails. Finishing up the news, we have a new TCG coming out, sort of announced. Where is that? What is that called? It is called Pokemon Brilliant Stars, and is due for release February 25th, 2022. This set contains over 170 cards, including 20 Pokemon V and 15 Full Art Pokemon V, 4 new Pokemon V-Star, 3 new Pokemon V-Max, including Arceus V-Star, Charizard V-Star, Shaman V-Star, and Whimsicott V-Star. The expansion will also include a special trainer gallery subset of 30 cards with artwork featuring fan favorite trainers and Pokemon. I figured I would add a TCG section to the news. Sort of, we originally had the trio Pokemon Go, Masters, and Cafe Mix. Then Unite came out, and I think it's about time we give the TCG some love. I've been getting into the TCG. I'm gonna ask for, specifically from my parents, I'm gonna ask for like a TCG sort of starter set, like a like a mat and maybe some tokens and things, because those are like the only real things that I'm missing from the TCG. I really want to get into the TCG and play it. So I will update you if I've played it before. I've learned how to play the game. It's fun. I played it over on Tabletop Simulator, which has like every single card ever. Which I always really enjoy, getting to like just have everything at my disposal. But there's some merit in actually collecting the cards and playing yourself. So, and plus I'm the vice president of my university's like tabletop games club, and I did say that I would, at some point, teach people how to play the TCG. So I think this is a good start. Before we move on to the merch and to like pretty like almost the last of this episode. Like I said, it's going to be a really short one. We're going to do the merch, and then we're just going to go right into our 2 segments, and then I'm going to end it. But the last thing before I move on is I actually have a bit of a promo code for everyone. I've done this before where I give out some lesser known promo codes for things like Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's not actually a promo code, by the way. It's I think it's a mystery gift. Let's see if I can find it. Aha! Starting Monday, November 1st, you will be able to download a sweet item when you go to the Pokemon Centers using Mystery Gift's local download option. Once a day, you'll be able to get either a strawberry sweet, a berry sweet, a clover sweet, a flower sweet, a love sweet, a star sweet, or a ribbon sweet. So yeah, that's starting November 1st, so it's already done. So there you go. Get yourself some Alchemy, some different Alchemies. It's not super hard to get the sweets, but I mean, if you're missing one, or you want a beloved Alchemy, then there you go. All right, let's move on to the merch section. Let's look at some Pokemon goodies and collectibles that you can get right now. Most of which, some of them are coming out later, but you know how it is. First up is the Happiness Room collection, sort of the biggest little collection of items that I have for you today. This is coming from PokeJungle, at PokeJungle on Twitter. Most of my merch comes from there. They post a lot of merch. They don't post everything. I don't talk about everything. Most of the time, if you really want to look at what's new, you can go to the Pokemon Center to find all the new stuff. But the Happiness Room collection, starts on December 11th in Japan. It's a lottery-style event with prizes determined by the ticket that you purchase. I wish it was not only in Japan. You might be able to do something to get this in anywhere else, but we'll see. A lot of the times I also just talk about this stuff so I can look at some new funny Pokemon merch that's coming out. The Happiness Room Collection has things like Pikachu and Piplup cushions, Pikachu hooded blanket, Snorlax mat, heart plates, towels. Oh my god, there's so many things here. Like a lot of things. Too much for me to cover, I think. If you want to check these out, just look at the Happiness Room Collection. There's a lot of things. It's like a gotcha, It's like a bunch of random stuff you can get. Next up, crystal ball jewelry. Jewelry is a very common sort of merch thing that they have in Pokemon. A lot of jewelry. Says, our friends at Rock Love Jewelry will be releasing new crystal Pokeball jewelry on November 16th. I say this like it's a sponsor. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm just letting you know. I just like to share with you some nice sounding Pokemon merch. Collection features pendant, ring, dangle, and stud earrings. Currently unsure if this will be through the website or Pokemon Center online. So it could be something on the Pokemon Center. It's cool. They're like little Pokeball crystal Pokeballs. They look very cool, very nice. And that is November 16th. So keep, which is like in like 5 days. So I'm gonna keep track of them. I'll talk about them next time if they're out on the Pokemon Center. I'm sure, but we'll just have to see. Next, oh my god, it's jewelry again. Piplup jewelry. Let's look at this. Piplup jewelry over on PokeJungle. Piplup jewelry, truly, what more could you ask for in life? These are available to purchase in Japan. Why is it always in Japan? I mean, I know why it's always in Japan. It's because Pokemon is more popular in Japan, I think, than in America. That might not even be true. I don't know if that's true, but like, there's a lot of merch that's like only in Japan. Man, these are so cute too. It's sort of like all the other merch all the other jewelry that I talk about, like the Pikachu. There was a Pichu one. There was like a Riolu and Lucario one. It's like it comes in silver, it comes in gold, it comes in rose gold. It's just like a little chain. They're very, very nice, but it's just Piplup. He's just sitting down. He's just having a nice little time, having a nice relaxation day. I don't blame him. Life's stressful right now. Probably for him too. I mean, he's getting ready for Let's Go Pikachu, for BDSP, for Legends Arceus. I don't even know if Piplup is in that game, but he's gotta rock the appearance anyway. Rement has revealed their Pokemon Terrarium Collection EX Galar 2. What a mouthful. Collection, which features Corviknight, Cramorant, Snom, and more. Releasing in Japan again. Only in Japan on February 14th. Oh, Valentine's Day. That's sweet. They're like little balls. Little glass Pokeballs, and they have little guys in them that have sort of a like a diorama of Snom and Corviknight and Cramorant holding a Pikachu in his mouth and like a little pool of water. You got more Pico and like an Applin having a nice little meal. Are they eating the Applin? I hope not. Toxel picking some flowers. They're very cute. So again, those are on February 14th, only in Japan, but like I said before, I'm sure there's like plenty of ways that you can not have to worry about that and just get international shipping, or like have someone buy it for you and then ship it to you. I don't know personally, but like if you really want these, I'm sure that there's ways of doing it. Almost finally for the merch is Bandai's Shodo Pokemon 7 series, which are figures. Do you remember that Charizard figure that I talked about where it's got like posable limbs, stuff like that? I'm pretty sure this is the same brand or the same people making it. They sort of have this like very, very like crude action figure look to them. Very like, you can see their joints and their limbs, but like I think it's part of the style. Very posable. But this time it has Alakazam, Arceus, Dragapult, and my personal favorite, Glaceon. Don't take me saying they're crude, by the way, as like an insult. I think it's literally just because, that's the style. That's how they're supposed to look. They even come with a bit with move, sort of like little accessories, little move accessories that you can sort of pose them with. It's very cute. And finally, we have time to cover the segment in a news showcase, Plentiful Plushies, where I look at the most plentiful of plushies that you can have available to you right now. Cuddly friends for you to hug at night. Today's only one. There's only one. Really, there's not that many plushies on the line right now, but boy, oh boy, are they absolutely fantastic. I almost just said the F word there. It's just so fantastic, I can't help myself. I'm going to remove the family-friendly rating for this episode just so I can say how I feel about these plushies. But these are available on Pokemon Center, the US and Canadian Pokemon Center. They have added Piplup, Slowpoke, and Pikachu squishy plushies. Oh my god. Oh, you know what I'm going to do right now? Oh my god, these are so adorable. Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna do this live on the podcast. My mom doesn't listen to my podcast, but she has been asking me for things to put on my Christmas list. And you know what? This squishy Pikachu plush is perfect. I'm gonna text it to her right now. Oh, it's 10:30. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, sorry, Mom. This is too important for me to not do. Here's another item for my list. And send. Such, only the best quality on this podcast, I think, where I will send a Christmas item to my mother so she can buy me a Pikachu squishy plush. And, it's like, I wasn't really thinking about that before, but like, oh my god, they're so cute. These are so cute. I'm so surprised that they're not sold out. When was this made? Oh my god, it was made on the 4th. I'm really surprised that this wasn't sold out. I'm a little tempted to get the Slowpoke one, but I think that the Pikachu one will be better. I like Pikachu more than Slowpoke. Oh my god, they're so cute. If this isn't enough of a enough of a reason why you should go buy this right now, or at least look at it to see if you like it. Oh my god, they're so cute. Jesus Christ. I'm going to stop looking at these right now. I've already bought one. I'm not going to tempt myself any further. Anyway, that's it for the merch. That's it for Plentiful Plushies. So there's only one. That's it for the news. Let's move on to everyone's favorite segment, where we talk about a random Pokemon every single episode. Today's Pokemon is number 619, and while I give you a chance to think about it, I'm going to say once again that this I am not going to do a topic for today. I'm just going to do this segment and then move tutor, and I'm going to end it there. I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode, but sorry. I'm not going to explain myself again, but hopefully while you were listening to me talk, you also had the mental power to determine which Pokemon number 619 was, because it is Mienfoo, which is a fighting-type Pokemon introduced in Generation 5. It evolves into Mienshao starting at level 50. That is really high. I didn't know it was that high. Mienfoo is the martial arts Pokemon. It has the abilities Inner Focus or Regenerator, or Reckless as its hidden ability. It has a 50-50 male-female ratio. It is 2'11" or 0.9 meters and 44.1 pounds or 20 kilograms. I really like this Pokemon. I think it's one of the best designed fighting types ever. Like, genuinely, I think the fact that like a lot of the fighting types in this game are sort of based around fighting styles in our culture, and obviously Mienfoo is sort of a a representation of Kung Fu. And then I don't know what Mienshao is based on. I'm going to look at this right now. I know this episode's not about Mienshao, but I'm still going to look. Mienshao seems to have drawn inspiration from whip fighting as well, such as Shaolin Kung Fu. Ah, there it is. Shaolin. What is Shaolin Kung Fu? Shaolin Kung Fu, also known Shaolin Wushu or Shaolin Quan, I am probably going to butcher all these names, is one of the oldest, largest, and most famous styles of Wushu or Kung Fu. It combines Chen philosophy and martial arts and originated and was developed in the Shaolin Temple in the Henan province in Greater China during the 1500-year history. Cool. Well, there's a little bit of a history lesson for you. That's where the Xiao and Min Xiao comes from. But this episode isn't about Min Xiao. It's about Mian Fu. Like I said, I think this is one of the best designed fighting types in the game. I think it's a really nice designed Pokemon. Mian Xiao too. I might just really like this guy. He's so cute. He's such a cute little whatever the heck he is. What is he? A mustelid? A mustelid? Oh, like a badger, a weasel, any of those. Who knows? Just slap a title on there and you get it. I also have a little bit of a soft spot for Mian Fu, mostly because I just really like it, and also because listen. Okay, I wasn't going to talk about this until I got to the shiny rating portion of this episode, but I hunted Mian Fu in Pokemon X and Y for like 2 years, and I never got it. On and off, obviously, but like, oh my god, I swear to god, I did like 4,000 encounters in X and Y, and I never got it. I never got the Mian Fu. I never got shiny Mian Fu. To this day, I've never owned a shiny Mian Fu, and I'm sad about it. I almost want to go and shiny hunt right now for this little guy because I want him. I guess this is actually a good point, a good opportunity to do a shiny rating on Mian Fu, and I mean, there's a reason why I spent so long shiny hunting him as I did, because I really, really like this shiny. Mian Fu, normally is sort of a yellow. He's got red sleeves and red pants, or whatever the heck is going on with this little guy. And then in his shiny form, he becomes white, or like almost like an eggshell, a very light white. And his red becomes like a bright blue. And I always really, really like this shiny form. And that's the reason why I shiny hunted it for so long, because I really, really liked it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, simply because I think it's a really nice shiny, and it holds a special place in my heart. I would totally understand if you thought differently, but wow, I really, really like this shiny. What else is there to talk about? We can do some Pokedex entries for this little guy, and then I will be talking about him on Smogon. He does have some kind of little niche in there. In fights, they dominate with onslaughts of flowing, continuous attacks. With their sharp claws, they cut enemies. I don't think that's allowed in Kung Fu. I don't think. I mean, like, I know humans don't have claws per se, but I think that if you were doing Kung Fu with someone and you scratched at them with your fingernails, they'd probably be pretty upset at you. I mean, anyone would be upset if you did that anyway, but they'd be like, "What? Come on, man. This is we're doing this is like Kung Fu. You can't just scratch people." They have mastered elegant combos. They're in the lab. As they concentrate, their battle moves become swifter and more precise. It takes pride in the speed it can use its moves. What it loses in power, it makes up for in quantity. So it's fast. It's very, it's speedy. That's it. Every other one is the same, pretty much. In 1 minute, a well-trained Mian Fu can chop with its arms more than 100 times. Dang. He's a fast boy. All right. That's it for Mian Fu. Let's look at him in Smogon. So Smogon, Mian Fu does have a niche in the Little Cup. In fact, it is apparently very good in Little Cup. This is coming from KSG. Oh, hold on. Let me do its stats first. It has an HP stat of 45, attack of 85, which is really, really high, a defense of 50, special attack of 55, special defense of 50, and a speed of 65. And again, this is written by KSG in the Little Cup format. Mian Fu is one of Little Cup's defining presences and the tier's most versatile fighting type, capable of serving as a reliable defensive pivot or a devastating offensive threat. Regenerator lets it take hits, force Pokemon out, and generate momentum with U-turn. Its other great ability, Reckless, boosts high jump kick's power to extreme levels and makes it one of the best wall breakers in the tier. It provides great utility through moves like Knockoff, U-Turn, and Fake Out, which can wear down defensive cores, generate momentum, and revenge kill sweepers. Mienfu's fighting type is indispensable in Little Cup, as almost every team requires a reliable switch into Onyx and Pawniard and a way to break through Ferroseed. While Mienfu has many great qualities, it can be exploited. Mienfu's prevalence means that almost every team will carry a dedicated check for fighting types like Coughing, Fungus, or Marini. High jump kick is somewhat unreliable, leading to Mienfu often taking major recoil damage, and Protect on unexpected foes can spell its demise. Mienfu's propensity, never heard of that word before. What the heck does propensity mean? An inclination or natural tendency to behave in a particular way. Okay, so it's like, it does the same thing. Mienfu's propensity for taking chip damage and switching into Knockoff can lead to it being trapped by Diglett. And Mienfu is generally not that bulky after having its Eviolite removed. Its lack of reliable priority can be exploited by fast threats like Abra and Galarian Ponyta. So, pretty good, I think. It seems like it's absolutely essential, pretty much, in like any team. Maybe not like required, but like, very, very heavily recommended. But it's, because it's so prevalent, it's a little bit easy to track, which, checks out. They recommend the set of bulky pivot in high jump kick, knockoff, U-turn, fake out, or taunt with an Eviolite, regenerator ability, jolly nature, level 5, of course, 196 defense EVs, 36 special defense EVs, and 236 speed EVs. There's like way more about it because it's like an absolute staple. There's a choice scarf set. There's different move options. Oh my god, there's so much. But that is all for Mienfu for today. And finally, before we end the episode, it's time, of course, for everyone's favorite segment where we talk about a random move every single episode. Today's move is Smokescreen. I kind of feel like I've talked about this one before. Hold on, I'm going to do a quick check. I definitely have to, should keep track of which moves I've done before, and I eventually will do that, but hold on. I'm going to look up Smokescreen. No, it doesn't. I usually write them down every time. It doesn't seem like I've done it before. If I have, I apologize, but I genuinely don't remember. Smokescreen, formatted as Smokescreen with no space prior to Pokemon X and Y, is a non-damaging normal type move introduced in Generation 1. Smokescreen is a status move. It has a PP of 20, a power of not applicable, and an accuracy of 100. Smokescreen lowers the target's accuracy stat by 1 stage. Smokescreen can also be used as a part of a Pokemon contest combination, with the user gaining extra 3 appeal points if the move Smog was used in the prior turn. If powered up by normal AMZ and Disease Smokescreen, the user's evasiveness is raised by 1 stage. What else? Is there any trivia about this move? Nope. And let's see. I guess we can look at some descriptions about it. It's a description. Oh, actually, in Stadium and Stadium 2, it says creates an obscuring cloud of smoke that reduces the enemy's accuracy. In Gold, Silver, Crystal, they went with a very, very lore-heavy description with lowers the foe's accuracy. And then in Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, they expanded on that and said lowers the foe's accuracy using smoke, ink, etc. Not even, they don't even want to explain. And then pretty much after that, everything is like, the user releases an obscuring cloud of smoke or ink. It reduces the foe's accuracy. It's a classic. It's a staple. And, by classic, I mean it's a Gen 1. It's a Gen 1 move. So, it's nothing crazy, but it's Smokescreen. Where would you be? It's like, it's nice in the lower levels of the game. It's good for lowering accuracy. What else is there to be said? And with that, I think that is going to do it for me. Again, I apologize for the shorter episode today, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. next episode is going to be a big one. We're going to be talking about BDSP. We're going to be, I guess I'm just going to be talking about my entire thoughts about the game because it will have been out for a week. So I'm kind of not ready for it, but I'm also very excited. And with that, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Again, you can follow the podcast on Twitter at Extreme Evocast, or you can follow my main at Lillieceon to get updates on Evocast. I retweet them. I also post some on the Evocast Twitter, or you can get updates on my Twitch, which again I will be streaming BDSP on the day it comes out, most likely. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, but you never know. But until then, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!